Been busy. Lots of travels since we last talked. I have gone to El Salvador, Amsterdam, and London. How many pupusas is it normal for a single person to eat? And he said six. And I was like, "Oh, you're pulling my leg. You're trolling me." And like, he insisted he wasn't. I got a few second opinions from the other teals, and they said like, "Oh no, if they're small, then six is fine." So I ordered six, and they weren't small, and like everyone was laughing at me. I'm like the one gringo there, like who ordered seis pupusas. The waitress was like looking at me weird and like laughing at me as I ordered. And I had at that point I was assuming it was like because of my Spanish speaking ability. My wife, I guess, was urging me not to do it, but I didn't listen.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully I don't anger any of our Italian fans, but I kind of felt like Amsterdam was like a better version of Venice because it's like it gives you the canal vibe.
Oh, sorry. The fuck?
Is that your ringtone?
No, it was my TV, which is off, I thought. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Had a few truffle aiolis in Amsterdam that were
Love
like
truffle.
really good.
Oh, that sounds so good.
And that might be my gateway drug to eventually liking mushrooms because I'm not a big mushroom guy.
But if you're a truffle guy, then technically you're a mushroom guy. So
I don't know the logistics on that. Like truffles are also a fungus, but they're not mushrooms, are they?
they're not. I believe technically they're not mushrooms, but the flavor profile I think you'll find from like truffle to mushroom. A truffle is like a mushroom for me at least. Like you have like your mushroom flavor. A truffle is like mushroom flavor, just like times 10.
The the waiter giving me shit for ordering the pineapple pancake was an instance of this meme I've invented when I travel overseas. Stupid American. It started on my honeymoon in Italy when I was driving, and like everyone's passing me, and every time they'd pass me I would just kind of make fun of myself and be like, stupid American. Not a very good Italian accent, but maybe my hand gesture is good.
The hand's good. Yeah, this gets a lot of do a lot of this, a lot of that
A
too.
lot of action. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a bad one. I didn't get any
that
of those,
that
fortunately.
is a bad one. Yeah, but they like their hands.
By the way, one of our like 2 Instagram followers for our podcast account is some guy who I think just found it because of the name, and he commented on like our one post,
Oh
and he's
no.
like, "I'm curious about the name." So like, I feel like we have our foot in the door in the Italian.
Maybe an international audience is our real calling. Maybe that's what that's
Yeah,
how we're gonna blow up.
but I don't know. Are we gonna lose them? Like all of our Italian viewers watching us do this and me saying that Amsterdam was a better version of Venice. We might.
If they've made it this far, then they're probably just on board with whatever it is we're
Yeah.
doing.
And maybe this is a little too much information, but like I was very full on Thai food, which was really good. But like I was kind of worried about like eating a chocolate bar and then like my pants during the movie. I don't know. I get like paranoid sometimes. And but yeah, last thing I'll say about Amsterdam is we went through the famous red light district, and it was a huge letdown for my wife because she was expecting like some craziness, some like in the window or something maybe.
Uh huh.
And we went during the daytime though, so I think
Oh
it's
well,
understandable.
yeah. First mistake was going during the day. I was not expecting. That's not what I was expecting to hear. Is that your wife was the disappointed one due to the lack of. That is not what I thought I was going to hear. But okay.
Did a lot of like Harry Potter activities.
I was
We
waiting for the Gryffindor shirt you're
Yeah.
wearing to come up.
Yep.
Okay.
He's in the window.
There we go.
My wife ordered me a drink that came in like a mug, saying the word a lot on this pod.
Yeah.
But yeah, mug, which was awkward because I was sitting right next to my 10-year-old nephew, but he was a good sport about it. And then I learned some new words in another language, British.
Oh yeah,
I
so
learned,
different from English. Yeah.
yeah, I learned the word British itself, and similar word Quidditch. I learned that one. I learned Professor Flitwick, and my personal favorite, Expecto Patronum. And those were the words in British I learned. Let me hear a little bit about what you've been up to lately since we last talked.
I don't have any travel experiences because I believe I told you about Reno
You
for
mean you
Mother's
haven't
Day
gone to three
weekend.
different countries since
No,
a
I
month
haven't.
ago?
Unfortunately, no, I haven't gone to
Oh,
3 different countries or 3 different states. Even I think I've probably been to 3 different cities at least. I can say that. But no, it's been busy. It was a really busy week at work. We had a lot going on this week. I worked in TV news for anyone who doesn't know here in the Bay Area, and just a really busy week. It started with the passing of Willie Mays on Tuesday, and he was a Giants player, a Giants legend, one of the greatest, arguably the greatest baseball player of all time. He was 93 years old. We were tasked with me and another producer were tasked with putting together a Willie Mays special. So it was us and the editor. We sort of looked back through the archives and looked at old interviews we had done with Willie. Old clips from Giants championship parades, from his statue unveiling in 2000,
oh,
his time with then President Obama on board Air Force One when they flew to the All Star game together in two
uh,
thousand nine. That was really cool. So just getting a chance to go back and see all of this, all that he had done. And it was a lot of fun. I learned a ton about Willie Mays. I absorbed a ton
I bet.
of baseball.
Expecto Patronum. Just gonna keep saying that while he's gone. Expecto Patronum. Expecto Patronum.
You mentioned restaurants. I want to ask you. I want to get your thoughts on something, and
Okay.
I'll start by saying this: How familiar are you with the hidden fee debate that's happening right now in
Zero.
California?
Zero
Zero. Okay.
awareness. Totally ignorant.
So my question to you, the consumer, would you
Mm-hmm.
rather pay? Would you rather pay higher prices per meal and have that just advertised up in front, or are you okay with being charged this hidden tax at the end of your meal that you knew nothing about? Any good movies that you've seen recently? Do you have any top 5 movies that you've seen so far? I feel like we wanted to talk about this last episode,
Yeah.
but we got too deep into the Kendrick and Drake beef. But the summer movie season is in full swing.
My top five. And for me, number one was not hard at all to come up with. It's Dune Part 2.
Mm,
So you had Civil War as your number one, and then you were Planet of the Apes as your number two, and it shook
yeah,
you.
yeah, man. I think the ending is really like what got to me because at the end when you have like the ape side and the human side, and I just think that's sort of like when both characters they're just kind of like looking up to the stars and like thinking about what comes next, and like we've gotten to this place. I mean, the movie was such an adventure. I feel like
Uh-huh.
it felt long, and it really was an adventure for these characters. I want to make one correction. I goofed on my top 3. Still think Civil War and Planet of the Apes. My number
Uh-huh.
3 movie would not be Furiosa. I think Furiosa would be an honorable mention. But
Okay.
for me, actually, number 3 would be the Godzilla and King Kong movie.
Oh, really?
Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. That movie was sick. I like that movie a lot. And I can't believe that I like spaced on it.
But yeah, I think we had a good talk on movie stuff.
Yeah, good chat.
It was fun catching up. Um, again, we went longer than we were expecting to, but not quite as long as our episode 0. So I think we'll
Yeah,
get
we
the
got
hang of
under
it.
2 hours, which is a good place to start. Maybe
Yeah,
next one we'll try and do like under 90 minutes or something, and we'll
I
see.
think that's a good goal.
See if we can like strike a balance. But yeah, man, it's been great talking to you as always.
Yeah, likewise, and excited to meet up again, hopefully within 2 weeks, and we'll figure out what to talk about then.
Definitely sounds good. This has been episode 1 of Una Faccia Una Razza. Thank you all for listening. Until next time,
See ya.
peace.